I'm going to show you how to create this super easy beginner-friendly eyeshadow look with liquid eyeshadows. These liquid eyeshadows do not budge, they do not flake off, they do not do anything besides stay put and look absolutely fabulous. Let's get started. I'm going to first put a concealer on my eyelids. I'm going to use this in place of a primer. You can use either or, this is just my preference right now. And then I'm gonna take a little beauty sponge. I should have pulled my hair back, see? And dab this out. If you are new to my channel, welcome and thank you so much for being here. It means so much to me that you're here, hanging out with me. If you are a beginner at doing makeup, this is going to be absolutely perfect for you. Or if you're just, interested in liquid eyeshadows, this is gonna be perfect for you as well. I have never been like a big makeup person. I want to put a little bit more concealer right there. I've never been a big makeup person until about 5.5 years ago when I joined the network marketing industry and I joined a beauty company. And you're probably wondering, why in the world would you join a beauty company if you didn't have any idea how to wear makeup, how to apply makeup? I did it because that was it was a way for me to bring in an extra income, and that's what I needed at that point in my life, was an extra income. So just like with anything that we do in the world, I figured, you know what, I can learn, right? I can read, I can write, I can learn. Okay, so I decided to start learning about the products that I offered, and also, I felt like if I'm going to teach people how to put on eyeshadow, I should have the eyeshadow and I should also know. So I came to good old YouTube and did beginner eyeshadow looks. I did beginner concealer and contour looks, and I just kind of watched a bunch of stuff until I learned and started practicing. Practice makes progress. Okay. I was swatching. These are the liquid eyeshadows we're going to play with. Not all of them at once. Look at how pretty that is. Wow. So I swatched them. I was just taking a picture. That's what took me a minute, because I wasn't sure which colors I was going to use for a really pretty spring look. I'm almost thinking maybe a pop of this one and maybe this one down here. They're all so pretty. I love them so much. So let's get into it. So I decided once I, was more comfortable with my YouTube channel that that's kind of what I wanted to do, was use what I've learned to help others, because we're all here learning together. There's no shame in that. We all start somewhere. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not perfect. I'm not claiming any of that, anything like that. So I'm just here to have a good time. So let's see. It's been so long since I've played with liquid eyeshadows. I'm going to do my best to get this video uploaded for you tonight. Today is, it's almost 6 o'clock on Tuesday, April 18th, but until 11:59 p.m. Eastern time tonight, we actually have 15% off my entire website, which is a huge, huge, huge deal. So I'm going to try really hard to get this up before then for you. So what we're going to do, once I'm off of here, I'm actually hopping over to my Facebook, and I'm going to be doing a live video on a very simple spring base face. I love a good base face, so I'm going to do a spring edition. It's going to be a little bit different than what you're used to, and one of the products that I'm going to be using is this palette that's very versatile, and I'm going to start with just using a fluffy eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to put some of this bronzer right above my natural crease. I have hooded eyes, so I do a lot of eyeshadow for hooded eyes. I go right above my natural crease with this matte bronzy color. It's just going to naturally give me a little bit of a lift. I got a new phone recently, a couple weeks ago, and my freckles pop through on this camera. You guys probably didn't know I had so many freckles on my face. It's crazy what cameras can do, right? Okay, so let's do... All right, so we're starting there. I had to take a break for just a second because I have a customer messaging me. and trying to be very proactive with that right now because the sale is just for today. So people are getting off work and wanting to play. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a shade called Gold Reflection. And what I'm gonna do, you've got this cute little, I always shake mine first. You don't have to, but I just do. So this is Gold Reflection right here. Man, yeah, I'm kind of just gonna wing it because I'm really not sure what all I'm gonna do. But here's Gold Reflection. I'm gonna put Gold Reflection on my outer corner. There's a few different ways that you can apply your liquid eyeshadows, okay? You can apply like I am, or you can apply, I do like to take some of that off of there though, or you can rub it on your hand and apply it with a brush. It's truly a preference. I'm gonna try to leave a little bit of an opening right there, okay? So if you're wondering, I'm not leaving it, I'm not going crazy. I really am wanting to leave that little part open, okay? And now what I'm gonna do, I do want another fluffy eyeshadow brush. We're gonna need another, this one probably. So while this, before that dries completely, I'm just rubbing it, taking this brush and rubbing right through there just to blend it, make sure it's nice and good. And see, I have a blank space right there on purpose, okay? Because now we're gonna take this really pretty, fun spring, look how it's like almost iridescent, but it's like a pink purple. It's gonna be super cute. I'm just gonna put her right here. And it really will just add like the perfect little touch. I love how they look different when the light hits it. And it's such an easy look. If you're someone that doesn't want to, you know, deal with a bunch of brushes, or you're not really comfortable with blending out your eyeshadows, look, we just have 2 fluffy brushes, okay? That's all that we're using right now. This one I'm only using just to blend that out, as you saw, and then this one is for my bronzer. And now that I have more eyeshadow on here, I am going to take a little bit more bronzer because I want to deepen this some. There's so many different ways we could go with this. We could go in with a whole other eyeshadow palette and play with it that way, but I'm really trying to keep it simple for you guys, especially with this palette being, again, so versatile, because we're going to use it for our face too. Okay, you just have to trust the process. It will all come together very, very beautifully. I always have a brow brush with me whenever I'm doing my brows anyways, so this is a brush I would typically have. I do have this on my website, but I'm going to take some of that bronzer and just gently brush it right under my lash line. It's just going to kind of help pull it all together. Just like that. And I know for me, it took a long time for me to get used to doing my eyeshadows first before I had my makeup on. I would think, oh my gosh, I don't like how this looks at all, but you get used to it. And then another thing that we can do, I'm contemplating this. Normally this color, it's called a Pop of Light right here. It really is beautiful right on your inner corner. But I feel like this one is going to, with the undertones of it, it's going to match it a little bit better. And this is shade Joker. My kids are arguing. My husband's out there, so they're fine. But my daughter, she's only 3, but you would think that she's a 3-nager. Essentially, I learned that from another mom, and I'm like, yep, I'm keeping that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of Joker right there on my inner corner, just to give it a little bit of a pop. And if you put that there and you're like, oh, that's a little bit too much, you can use your finger just to kind of dab it a little to blend it around. Just like that. So simple. I'm loving it so far. I hope you guys are too. Please let me know in the comments what you think of it. Okay, so this is our new brow pen. This is a micro filling brow pen from Pharmacy. Now listen, I'm gonna get sloppy. I'm very, very new to using this, so give me some grace. I've had to learn to give myself a lot of grace, so it's ever since I started learning how to give myself grace, it's been a lot easier to ask others to give me grace as well. So give your girl some grace. That's what we're gonna do here. Let me clean this up. I am very, very new to using this brow pen. In fact, I only used it a couple times. And the last time that I used it, my lid, I didn't realize that my lid wasn't on it when I put it away. Like I said, I have a toddler, so normally she's in here with me and I'm like a squirrel. See? So it does take practice to play with this, but it looks so good. Minus these little... So anyways, I left my lid off of it on accident, of course. And I finally, I mean, it was off for at least a couple of days, easily. Like, look how nice that looks. And then I'm going to take my brow brush and rub it through here. But whenever I finally found my lid, I thought, you know what? I'm not going to throw it away. I'm just going to put the lid back on it. And you're supposed to store it upside down anyways, right? So it looks like pharmacy's upside down. This is the lid down here. I stored it like this. And about a week later, I thought, you know what? Let me just try it. Let me just take it out and see if like the liquid has fixed itself, right? Like a dry erase pencil or marker. And it did. Look at how pretty that is. This is the micro filling brow pen. So I'm going to go ahead and do this eye off of camera so I don't leave you guys with a big old lengthy long thing.